Joining us with more on what to expect tonight, co-chair of the aforementioned DNC, also governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy. Governor, always good to have you. Thanks for your time this morning.
Good to be with you, Craig. Thanks for having me back.
Before we get to tonight's DNC, let's talk about the Postal Service there. On Friday, you signed that executive order directing New Jersey's more than 6 million registered voters to receive mail-in ballots for the election. But as you know, the Post Office has warned a number of states, including yours, that it can't guarantee that those ballots are going to arrive in time to be counted. Some states considering legal action. Michigan's one of those states. Are you also considering legal action to try and stop the Trump administration from making these operational changes to the Postal Service?
Craig, absolutely. We will do what it takes. It's a disgrace to politicize the Postal Service. And folks are casting this as though that's vote by mail is the only thing the Postal Service does. Tell that to a senior that relies on it for his or her medicines, a veteran similarly, someone in a rural community, a small business and the reliance on the Postal Service for the commerce and the actual economic backbone of this country. This discussion is a disgrace. We should fund the Post Office. I applaud Speaker Pelosi for pulling her caucus and House back in. They have this phrase, Craig, go big or go home. Apparently, Senator McConnell took the let's go home choice. I mean, it's disgraceful. They got to come back in, find the money for the Post Office, settle this debate down. We're very confident in our plan in New Jersey. We've kicked the tires. We've tested this in a primary with success. Let's get on with this and get back to focusing on the issues at hand as opposed to undermining a great American institution.
Let's talk about the convention that kicks off tonight. Conventions, of course, as you know, you've been to a number of political conventions. By and large, these national conventions especially are about generating momentum. How do you do that? How do you achieve that virtually? How do you get folks excited?
Yeah, listen, I think we've all had a warm-up for this over the past 5 months because we've been living as a country, certainly here in New Jersey, we've been living in a virtual sense. I think it's going to be an incredible convention, an unconventional one without question, but the theme is Uniting America. You look at the cavalcade of speakers, including all the way from the presidents to everyday working families. Vice President Biden, his pick for Vice President running mate Kamala Harris is a home run. I think it's going to be an incredible week, and it will set a big contrast to all this other unproductive noise of us versus them. This is going to be a week where Democrats show, as big as our tent may be, we know how to bring people together. We know how to unite America.
Let's talk about the reopening of schools there in your state. Previously, the plan was to have both in-person and virtual learning. Last week, you changed course, though. Why?
Yeah, I wouldn't say change course, Craig, because our objective is still very much to get in-person learning in one form or another. What we said last week is that if a district does not feel as though it's ready to go on day one, they've got some reason, whether it's a shortage of plexiglass or masks, or maybe more in a complicated one like ventilation systems, present a plan, give us a sense of how you're going to address that deficit, and give us a date as to when you think you'll get there. We still expect a very significant number of districts will be in person in some form, admittedly, and many of them hybrid on day one right after Labor Day, but we're going to allow that flexibility. Again, our principles are health and safety, educational quality, equity. We cannot forget equity. Not every family has the same circumstance and ability to do things like remote learning. And then around that, we're wrapping as much flexibility as possible.
After schools, a number of folks are wondering what's next for New Jersey. Indoor dining, gyms. What's the word on when those might reopen?
Yeah, I mean, no, those are hard, Craig, and you and I have talked about this. We're not there yet. We had a productive call with hundreds, literally, of gym owners. Our team did on Friday. I hope we'll get there sooner than later. Indoor dining is something we all want to get to. But we know the following, that the virus indoors is a lot more lethal than it is outdoors. And so we've been able to open up almost everything else in the state. I think indoor dining, gyms, theaters, I think, are really the last three to get to. We've been able to do what we've done so far and keep the virus somewhat in check. Our numbers are a lot better than they were certainly months ago, but we paid an enormous price. But we're still not out of the woods. And so we're going to take this one carefully. And again, I hope we'll get to gyms and indoor dining sooner than later.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, we'll have to leave it there. Governor, thank you. Good luck with the convention this week.
Thank you, Craig.